Hello students, and once again welcome back to our lesson on geometry. Today we will focus on the types of lines. So the first thing that we are going to look at before we move on to types of lines is the vertical line. Now a vertical line is also known as a standing line, which you have learned in the earlier classes. So it looks like this. The second thing is a horizontal line, which we have already learned as a sleeping line. So this is a horizontal line. And the third thing that you have already learned in the previous classes is a slanting line, which is also known as the oblique line. Okay, so it lies at a certain angle. So this is known as a slanting line. Now for me, I often confuse myself between a vertical line and a horizontal line. So the way I remember is with this image. In this image you can see that a boat is floating on the sea and the sun is setting in the horizon. So when this happens, you can see that the horizon forms a sleeping line. Okay, here you can see that the sky and the sea are separated with a straight line. So this is known as a horizon. So when we have a horizon, the word horizontal comes from the word horizon. So here you can see that a horizontal line is nothing but a sleeping line. So this is the way I remember it. Now, today we are going to learn about the types of lines. So the first line that we are going to learn is intersecting lines. When two or more lines cross each other in a plane, they are known as intersecting lines. What does this mean? This means that two lines are going to cross through a common point. Okay, so they are going to meet at each other at a point and they will continue going in either direction. So here you can see that these lines are meeting at the point C. So when they meet at point C becomes the point of intersection. We will learn about the point of intersection in our following classes. The second kind of line we are going to learn about is the parallel line. Now parallel lines are equidistant at all points. So here you can see I have drawn two parallel lines, and if I measure the distance between these two parallel lines at any given point, okay, for example I measure from here to here and it comes as 1 centimeter, I can measure from here to here and it will give me the same result. So it should also measure up to 1 centimeter. If it deviates, then it is not a parallel line. So now the third type of line that you will learn is perpendicular lines. The lines which lie at a 90-degree angle are known as perpendicular lines. Now you may ask, what is 90-degree angle? And we will be learning more about angles in the lessons to come. So for now you can just understand a L or a T consists of perpendicular lines. It looks something like this, which has a squarish edge and it makes a right angle or a 90-degree angle between each other. Okay, so what are the real life applications of these lines? In real life, the first line that we learned was the intersecting line. Now let us look at a real world example. The first example is a railway crossing. Here you can see two railway tracks are meeting each other and the blue line and the purple line show a point of intersection of two lines. So this is an intersecting line. Similarly, the scissor again meets at a common point O and it has two lines passing through it, so it becomes a intersecting line. Here I reiterate that an intersecting line can have two or more lines. Now the second thing that we have learned is parallel lines. The lines which are at equal distance at all points between each other are known as parallel lines. So let us look at the real world example, and again we see a railway track. In this scenario you can see that this line and this line are at equal distance throughout. So this means that they are parallel lines. And again you see that I have used something that you use daily, a ruler. If I draw lines on both the edges of a ruler, it forms two parallel lines. Again, the third thing that we have learned is the perpendicular line, the line which lies at a right angle. So in real life, you can see this in a set square, a clock, or your blackboard. So in a set square, you can see that the edges of the set square are forming a 90-degree angle between each other. Similarly, this clock, the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12. So again they form a 90-degree angle between each other. And the edges of a blackboard also form a 90-degree, which is represented by the purple line here. I hope this video helped you understand the types of lines, and in case you have any trouble, you know where to find me. All the best all of you. Stay safe.